Yokohama was the venue for the long-awaited return of top-level triathlon, a new look World Championship Series for 2021, the Japanese city hosting the first of 5 events to decide the title and the Olympics. 55 women took their chance, including 2019 world champion Katie Zaferes, full Olympic distance, so 1,500 metres in the water. And a surprise early leader, Helena Carvalho of Portugal, but Summer Rappaport was right behind her, and as the swim went on, it was the American who took charge. Rappaport with no pressure on because she'd already been pre-selected for the Olympic Games by the American Federation. She was first out the water, followed by Carvalho, but there were plenty of big names all around, including Maya Kingma of the Netherlands, who got onto a World Cup podium at the back end of last season. Quite often in Yokohama, we've seen a mass bike pack. Not this time, because pretty early on we saw a breakaway, and it was Taylor Knibb and Maya Kingma who were the two who managed it, and they went further and further away from the chasing pack, who could simply make no impression on the 40-kilometre bike route. Around an hour in the saddle, and they came off fully 2 minutes clear of their nearest pursuer. Knibb and Kingma had an advantage of more than 2 minutes over the pack. At that stage, it appeared it was going to be a battle for gold and silver between the two. It didn't quite work out that way. Kingma, a vastly improved athlete, and we know all about Taylor Knibb, under 23 world champion back in 2018, and still the youngest woman ever to get on a podium at a top-level elite triathlon. It was Knibb, though, who laid down the marker, and Kingma just couldn't go with her. The American looked totally focused, and behind, Kingma was starting to wilt, and Summer Rappaport got past her and into the silver medal position. No way, though, that she was going to catch our leader, who was away and gone and putting up a quite brilliant performance. Rappaport with an excellent run to get into second, but it was about Taylor Knibb. Terrific in the water, excellent on the bike in particular, and then backed it up with a really solid run in a pretty quick time as well. The overall winning time inside 1 hour 55 minutes, not just the gold medal, but a guaranteed place on the American team for the Olympics in 10 weeks' time. Almost equally jubilant was Summer Rappaport, coming home for silver, her second successive second place in Yokohama after finishing in the same spot in 2019. And behind them, Maya Kingma's first ever medal at this level, and she was almost as equally delighted as the winner. That was your 1, 2, 3, and you can see exactly what it meant to all of them. In these COVID times, you present your own medal, but just as sweet nonetheless. And for Taylor Knibb in particular, it was quite clear that her preparation before the race had paid off, and in some style too.
I was actually watching the course last night online, and from 2017, 2018 to 2019, I'm like, I hope I remember all the turns. So the first lap I was a little bit interested, but it was an awesome race. And thank you to Maya and all the other racers.
Confirmation then of the final result of the opening event in Yokohama. Gold for Knibb, 2 Americans on the podium. Maya Kingma in third. Good run from Taylor Spivey in fourth. Non Stanford and Sophie Caldwell, 2 Brits in the top 7. And Cassandra Beaugrand sneaking into the top 10 for France. The day, though, belonged to Taylor Knibb. Battle recommences in Leeds in June.